Hey, Slay Squad, Jessica here for our product of the month training as we head into October. I am going to be combining two products into one to make up for this last month. I apologize that I had some stuff come up and wasn't able to get that last one to you. So this month we're going to be talking about first and last thing, which is it ends up working out well because a lot of our marketing that we have in our coach office have been combined into one for the two different products. And what I want to share with you today and highlight a couple things is, again, every single product of the month training, we talk about what problems are we solving? What solutions are we bringing to the table? And we have an amazing arsenal of products that can solve different problems for different types of people and different chapters and different seasons and different needs. And while we know that for a long time, Shakeology has kind of been our star product or our spotlight product that has been our go-to from the beginning, we now have other products in our tool belt that may be superior for certain people. And first thing is one of those products that was developed with the intention of meeting needs where Shakeology, where people weren't open to trying Shakeology or didn't want to have a shake. But we as a company still have this united mission to help people achieve healthy and fulfilling lives. And over the years of the development of especially first thing, it was before and through the pandemic. And what did we all experience through that? What were the biggest fears, the biggest stressors, the biggest pain points? Well, first of all, our immune system, everyone was starting to pay attention to how to boost their immune system. Everyone was incredibly stressed for so many layers, right? Like there's so many layers to that. And people were struggling with sleep. People are struggling with brain function. Like when I say brain function, I mean like mental clarity because of the intense stress, because of the dynamics of everything that's going on. And so when we finally, as a company, released first thing and last thing, it was an answer to a huge problem that we as a world, really, especially as society, were struggling with. And it's been for many partners in our company a huge missed opportunity for lack of understanding or the taste or etc. So my intention is to help illuminate a few ways that you can incorporate these tools into your business, obviously to help grow your business founded on empowering other people in their health and helping them understand it. If you were on our the Slay Squad call with the Shakeology surge that we did, and you got to hear Darren Oline and hear a little bit more about the origination story of Shakeology and the passion that he has behind it, and hear from Elise and the passion that she has behind what we do, what she does, what she's developed, you would have heard that there's such a power when you have a passion behind why you're doing something in education, a layer of education as to why it's important and who can help. And so that's what the whole goal is of these products of the month trainings, and definitely one I want to lean into today. So I have always created my own document, a resource document. But I'm going to be honest, the one that corporate has developed for these products, I thought was phenomenal. I didn't need to recreate it. So you will have in the Google Drive, as well as in your coach office under marketing tools, this document. And this is the product training guide for both first thing and last thing. So in here, you'll be able to read what they are. So in a nutshell, first thing is to help. It has 4 different components. We will go through I'll go through first thing first on this document, then we'll switch over to last thing. Okay. So first thing, it was designed to support 4 areas of your health. It has a nootropic blend. Nootropics are to help with support brain function. So your memory, your cognition, your mental sharpness, mental acuity. Number 2 is an immune support to help support a healthy immune system. Number 3 is a stress support or a stress defense blend to help promote help you feel more grounded and rooted and balanced and calm. And then the 4th is an energy blend. And this isn't like a bunch of stimulants energy. And there's a whole chart that I will have in the Google Drive of and in our coach office of comparing Energize to First Thing, because they are very different, and Focus Energy. They're all slightly different. So this powerful formula has all 4 of those separate formulas that people purchase in one, which is amazing. Okay, so here's obviously what it looks like. Here are the ingredients and what category they fit into if you're a nerd and you love that. Again, education is important. So use some of these graphics to share in your social media, to share as education, to help give you credibility to what you're talking about. And you don't have to have any kind of background and any kind of health anything to be able to share this, because the formulators created it. They have the background, they have the doctors, they have the degrees, and we just help to promote it. So as you go through this, you'll find different frequently asked questions. Here's a chart at the bottom of how it's different from our other products. I'm going to address the number one problem that we have with First Thing, and it's the taste and the nausea. This has gone through several different formulations. I was in the test group when it first came out, and the flavor has changed. And just like with anything, just like with cookies and cream and Shakeology, it's subjective. I actually liked the first version better than what it is right now, taste wise, and how it affected my stomach. But I still use this because I feel like it's a really, really powerful, really power packed punch of botanicals to help support my health and my vitality with the demand that I have. And so for taste, I think it's important to give your clients a heads up and to just be upfront with it. The taste is very pungent. It is very bitter. And so here's how I drink it. I use a frother. I use a small amount of water. You can pretend to take it like a tequila shot and suck on a lime after. Whatever you need to do. And this is where I think it's important that we as partners, but also teach other people to understand why you're doing something. Most people don't take shots of straight alcohol because they love the taste. Most people don't. They do it for how it makes them feel, right? Why is this any different? Now, the second part is how it affects your stomach. And you'll notice in our marketing, while it's called First Thing, and initially it was marketed to take on an empty stomach, our marketing materials no longer say that. It's meant to be taken with food. And in fact, I highly recommend that you eat food first, because of the formulation of where it's at right now. I don't know anyone who's not nauseous taking it on an empty stomach. And there may be some of you that can do that still, but it can absolutely cause nausea and vomiting if you take it on an empty stomach. It's just because of the vitamins. If you take a zinc vitamin or some of the B vitamins, they will have the same effect on you. So it's really important to tell them to eat food first, even though it's called First Thing. And then tell your clients that they can experiment with when they consume it. So I actually like to take it later in the morning, or after breakfast, or even before lunch, somewhere in there. It depends on what my work schedule looks like, because the point of this supplement is to help you focus better. In fact, in the research, and I'm going to pull up this next graphic so I can reference this. This is on the benefits of First Thing and Last Thing chart that you'll have access to. 86% of people surveyed said that First Thing helped them feel more mentally alert and focused. And so if you have a certain work time or a time when you're struggling with your brain's just not connecting the dots as easy, that would be a good time to take this. There's only 25 milligrams of caffeine in there, which is a very minimal amount. So depending on everyone's sensitivity level to caffeine, you can even take that, after lunch or at 3 p.m. Just be aware, don't take it right before bed. I wouldn't do that necessarily. So yeah, so it's definitely the problem that you're addressing with this product is going to be people who need stress support, immune support, energy support, and mental clarity. And I think that marketing the brain component of this is going to be really beneficial and help it stand out, because there's not a ton of nootropic supplements out there. Most people don't know what that word even means. So you can capitalize on that when you are sharing. Again, I highly recommend taking it after food. And as far as the taste goes, some people say if you mix it with cranberry juice, it's a little bit better. I personally just use water. It still makes me salivate. I'm not gonna lie, like I don't love the flavor either at all, but I consume it for how it makes me feel. And I've always said I feel like it's a drink of water for my brain. That was how I explained it when I was in the test group. So that is first thing. Those are the benefits. Those are the problems that you're solving. That's the most that you need to know. And our Google Drive and our coach office are full of amazing marketing resources to help you get it out there. Now, last thing, how many of you struggle sleeping? Or how many of you know someone who struggles sleeping? It's funny, in my neighbor, she really was struggling sleeping, and so I gave her some to try, and she now when she bought a bottle off me, and she's like, Jessica, I need my pills. I need my pills. I'm getting low. She was like, I absolutely love them. They help me sleep so good. And she was really struggling with staying asleep, falling asleep and staying asleep before. So this is really amazing. And I love the blend of herbs that we have in here. So as you'll see in this chart, we have 9 ingredients. And last thing, and it's meant to help both support stress, because we all have so much stress in our lives nowadays, right? Especially again, these last 3 years. This is an answer to a huge problem that all of us have lived through. So there's the stress defense blend, which helps support. Some of these are in Shakeology. There's additional ones like L-theanine and lemon balm, and the specific magnesium that has been proven to help support stress in the body, to help support your stress response. And then there's a sleep support blend. Melatonin, most people are familiar with. It's a very small amount of melatonin, but then there's also some other really specific botanicals in here that many sleep supports don't have, like hops. GABA is amazing for the brain and how it affects the brain in multiple different ways. GABA has been shown to help with support healthy brain function, even when it comes to things like anxiety and depression. It can really help with that as well. And then you have marigold and L-tryptophan. So not a ton to say about last thing. It's not hard to take because they're in pill form. You just take 2 before you want to go to bed, and it will help just slow down the body. I've taught about the nervous system a couple of months ago, and engage it. When you slow down your body, it helps engage your sympathetic nervous system, and helps you slow down. So you get out of your fight or flight and you can fall asleep. So that is amazing. Turn this off. Again, not a lot to say about that one other than we just need to get it out there. Stress support, sleep support. And maybe what you can do is do some research on the importance of sleep. And maybe you do a poll of how many hours a night do you sleep. I'm doing some research for a sleep support that I'm wanting to help people with, and just start engaging in conversation with people about how their sleep is, because the majority of people that I know sleep horrible. Because what chronic stress does to your body, it depletes your adrenals and your thyroid. And one of the symptoms of having adrenal dysfunction is insomnia. You're so exhausted, but when it's nighttime, your cortisol levels, everything is off balance and you can't sleep. And it's just a perpetual cycle, right? So if we can help people have a healthier response to stress, to support their brain, to support their sleep, to support their immune system. They're drinking Shakeology, which is a whole nother level of micronutrients that they're getting and supporting that digestive system. We're helping them exercise to release healthy endorphins and release the excess cortisol that they're building up. We're helping them eat more intentionally. This is how the total solution all comes together. And this is why it's so powerful what we have to offer people, right? I hope this was helpful, you guys. If you have any questions, you can always message me here on Facebook or on Instagram, health_patriot. Those are the easiest ways to get a hold of me. Thank you all for your grace for this last month of not having a product training, but hopefully this will help you have a double pack punch going into October, and you can use both of these products to really serve your communities. All right, you guys, I will talk to you soon. Adios.